Hey Magic fans, I'm Paul of the Let's Talk Magic podcast, and this is your Slice of Bacon game preview. Today we are looking at the end of 2023, the Magic playing the Suns in Phoenix. For Orlando, it's the start of a tough 4-game road trip west. The Magic have 4 games in 6 days, facing Phoenix, Golden State, Sacramento, which is on a back-to-back, and then closing it out in Denver. For the Magic, this is regular season game number 32. The venue is the Footprint Centre in Phoenix, Arizona. The tip time here in the UK is 1 a.m. So you can have your New Year's celebrations, settle down with a glass of whiskey or whatever your poison is, and watch some Magic basketball as we welcome in 2024. In Phoenix, tip time is 6 p.m, and for our friends in Orlando, that is 8 p.m. To watch here in the UK, you will need an active NBA League Pass subscription. Let's talk about the Magic first of all. We are on a 19-12 record for the season. We won our last game and are 5-5 in the last 10 played. Road record is 7-8, and we are sat 4th in the Eastern Conference. Scoring 113 points per game and conceding 110.6. Ranked 23rd on offence and 2nd defensively, so we have increased our rating on defence as a result of the game against New York. This is the final and difficult, intense trip for the Magic to face some of the best Western Conference teams. Once this is completed, then the Magic schedule is considered, on paper at least, to be one of the easiest remaining. Last season, on game day 32, Orlando went into it with an 11-20 record, and we also had 2 Western Conference trips remaining. To this point, 8-win improvement on what is universally considered a very difficult opening schedule that Orlando had. That's far from a bad 2023. We're closing it in a really good position. Let's talk about last time out when we faced the New York Knicks. The Knicks came when the Knicks come into the Kia Centre, or the Amway, as if you want to have a throwback name. Then it's 2 things are certain. One is that you are going to hear a lot of New York fans sitting there wearing the jersey and booing our every touch. The other thing that's certain is that it's going to be a hard-fought physical game, and it proved to be. The Magic really had a gritty attitude as they took to the court, took a 108-117 win. We asserted our brand of basketball onto that game. Very, very physical. Both teams were, in all honesty. Both teams do, in actual fact, play quite similar styles. The 2 big forwards, Paolo Banchero and Julius Randle, banged against each other all night. They just went at it. Genuine battle of strength. The Knicks star guard, Jalen Brunson, he was met with such constant pressure from both Anthony Black and Jalen Suggs that it has drawn praise from anyone who watched that game. Neither team gave the other very much easily, and at times it had a ferocity of, it felt like a playoff game at times. That physicality saw 69 free throws in the game, Orlando making 30 of our 40 attempts. One stat that jumped out, and it's against what is one of the league's best teams. Orlando out-rebounded the Knicks by 49-40. The Knicks have a huge strength in rebounding. Superb. Franz Wagner, he put up a season best 32 points along with 9 rebounds, 2 assists, a block and 4 steals. He was all over the court. He was immense. Paolo Banchero, 29 points and also taking 10 rebounds for a double-double. 4 assists, a block and a steal rounded out his figures. Jalen Suggs, 21 points, 6 assists. Goga Bitadze, he started and was, in my opinion, crucial in that win. His constant effort included 13 points. He was, I thought, fantastic, really excellent. Starting unit was Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and, as I've said, Goga Bitadze. From the bench, it was just a four-man rotation: Cole Anthony, Mo Wagner, Chuma Okeke and Caleb Houston. So as for tonight, let's start with the injury list. Wendell Carter Jr., Gary Harris and Jonathan Isaac are all listed as questionable. Interestingly, so is Markel Fultz. He is upgraded to questionable, having missed the last 23 games. And ow, just banged my elbow. Joe Ingles is unfortunately still confirmed as out. Jet Howard is again listed as out, having been reassigned to the G League. Kevon Harris is listed simply on the Magic Injury Report as out, G League two-way. But on Basketball Reference and ESPN, he is shown as a coach's decision not to play whilst still recovering from his injury issues. So if Wendell is fit, I don't think it's unreasonable to expect Coach Mosley to reinstate him into the starting unit. The question is also relevant, though, when it comes to point guard position and Markel Fultz. If he is fit to go, does he start? Given the length of absence, personally, I think it would be better for him to come in from the bench. However, we saw with Wendell, having had a lengthy absence, that the coach brought him straight back into the starting lineup. Be an interesting question. Let's talk about the Phoenix Suns. 16 and 15 on the season and have won their last two games, but are 4 and 6 in the last 10 played. They sit 8th in the West, score 115.5 points per game, and concede 114.6. So there are opportunities to score on them. Rated 12th offensively and 19th defensively. They have a familiar face at the helm in our ex-coach Frank Vogel. It's his first season with the team. They excel at limiting opponents on rebounding. They lead the league in blocks, get to the free throw line often and shoot it efficiently from there. They do turn over the ball at a very high rate for the league, and it does lead to opponents having opportunities to score. The Suns limit opponents' second chance scoring, 13.2 points per game, which is ranked 8th, and it's similar to the level that Orlando do. We are 13.1 points per game and ranking 7th. At home, the Suns are 8 and 9 on the season, but they are stacked with shooting and star power. Kevin Durant, 29.8 points per game. Devin Booker, 27.4 points per game. Bradley Beal, just coming back from injury, 13.4 points per game. They can all handle the ball and create their own shot. Eric Gordon can be absolutely lethal from range, 14 points per game and hitting 41% from the three. Otherwise, he's really shooting well. Jusuf Nurkic, 12.4 points per game. Strong man to have at the centre. Grayson Allen, really tough defender. Scoring effectively also 13.2 points per game. Last time out for the Phoenix Suns, they took a home court 133-119 win over the Charlotte Hornets. They put up at least 30 points in every quarter. Devin Booker led the team with 35 points, scoring 5 of his 7 attempts from 3. Kevin Durant, he put up 21 points and 11 assists for a double-double, also making 3 blocks. Jusuf Nurkic, 24 points, 15 rebound, double-double. Eric Gordon added a further 21 points, including making 7 of his 12 attempts from deep. Bradley Beal, as I say, he came back from injury in that game, having only played 7 games this season, but he returned from injury in this one, and he scored 6 points and dropped 7 assists. Not the greatest figures, but an effective return. Starting unit, wow. Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Grayson Allen, Kevin Durant and Jusuf Nurkic. From the bench, Eric Gordon was the headline name. Bol Bol, Yuta Watanabe were available amongst others, but did not feature. Tonight, Josh Okogie is listed as probable for the game. The shooting guard has missed the win over Charlotte and has been sidelined for 6 of their last 8 games with an ankle issue. Nasir Little and Damian Lee are both listed as out. It's not unreasonable to expect some change from the Suns in their bench rotation. Though not featuring last time out, Watanabe has played in most games this season when he's been available. Okogie, if he's pass fit, is almost certain to feature. Very, very good shooting guard, I would say. Head to head with the Suns, we have played 67 regular season games and the score stands at 27-42 Phoenix. Last season was split 1-1, Orlando winning their home game in November 2022. Orlando have not won in Phoenix in their last 4 visits there. The last road win came on November the 30th, 2018 by a score of 99-85. That win took the Magic at that point to 4 straight wins, and that was the last time that either team had any significant run against the other. Final thought for tonight, stopping Phoenix offensive efforts is the key. Devin Booker has scored at least 20 points in each of the last 11 games. Kevin Durant's 3 lowest scoring games this season are 16, 18 and 21 points. And in all 25 games further that he's played, he has scored at least 25 points in those games. Phoenix are the epitome of a team where you cannot overreact to their stars at the expense of the so-called role players. For Orlando, as is so often the case, this game will be won or lost by the discipline that we show on the defensive end and that determination, which is very much a team effort. If that is effective, there will be ample opportunity to score against the Suns. As with the Knicks, it will once again be really, really exciting to watch the battle between 2 exceptional power forwards. Be under no illusion, Paolo Banchero is playing currently at an all-star level. In the last 5 games, he is averaging 25.8 points per game. For Franz Wagner, that figure in the last 5 games is 27.4 points per game. He's really exploded out of that minor dip in form that he's had. For the Magic, we are 9-11 against teams that have currently a 500 record. Doing okay. So, if you enjoyed this preview, please give it a thumbs up, share it, hit the subscribe button. One thing we want to say is that from the 4 of us here at Let's Talk Magic, we wish you a happy new year. We hope that 2024 is absolutely filled with good things, good health, and wins for the Magic, obviously. So now, depending on where you are in the world, let's close out 2023 or start 2024 with a Magic win. Go Magic, and let's get that W.